Okay. Vita. I'm gonna show y'all boys where I'm from, man. I'm from that.
And then he backs off and he's on the back foot again.
What blame do you place on Bill Haney for the horrible trash game plan that he had against Ryan Garcia and Devin follow around a power puncher? Is there a percentage you think of clean and trash game plan?
I definitely thought the game plan was lacking in his part. I also think they made no adjustments in the fight. When things aren't going your way, they did not make any adjustments. I think they came into the fight thinking they were going to just walk Ryan down and break him. The problem when you start to read your own press clippings and sort of love them too much is that you sometimes think you're somebody you're not. I don't know where Devin thought he was going to start walking power punchers down. Even if you were going to do that to Ryan, it was still never going to be something consistent you were going to be able to do for 12 straight rounds in a fight. I think in spots, you always got to walk guys down and then you back off. If you look at Floyd in his best, there's moments in every fight where he's walking you down and then he backs off and he's on the back foot again.
What it do? What it do? Still with the camp, sound like a lamp. Big bounce hog, bounce dog, cake poke through the dough. Here to talk this boxing. Remember, tough times don't last. Good people do. None off yourself. Caught him in a highlight, maybe you're mad at him. Peak game. 84s on what? Swing. So, shout out to the Boxing Voice. Good channel. We got different viewpoints. We're not going to always agree on everything, but we men at the end of the day. And men going to be men. We're going to stand on our 10, and that's just what it is. But on this particular topic, I agree with everything that the man was saying. And I'm talking about Paulie Malignaggi. Paulie Malignaggi was a guest on this show, and he sat there and he was asked a question. If you got this far, you saw. He sat there and was asked, hey, basically, was it a poor game plan by Bill Haney and Devin Haney in the Ryan Garcia fight? Now, I particularly don't really talk about Ryan Garcia a lot, right? So this is not going to be a video where I big up Ryan Garcia. He's just involved in this video because Devin Haney fought him, right? So here's my take on the matter. I 1000% agree with Paulie Malignaggi, and I told y'all that the game plan of the Haneys was the reason why he looked how he looked in that fight. See, they want to try to put it on the Osterine, and then a lot of people who signed with Devin Haney, right? And it's not even like a side thing, but it's like you got people who signed with Devin Haney, because, oh man, some people just side with Devin Haney because he black. Some people side with Devin Haney because a little bit of both. He black, they black, and, and it's cool. Me, this is my thing on it. I like Devin Haney as a fighter, but I'm not going to sit here and be blind and act like his game plan wasn't the reason why he looked how he looked at that fight. I don't give a damn what Ryan Garcia was on, okay? He should be suspended. Let me make that clear. Ryan Garcia should be suspended. The time that he got was warranted, and all that. I don't agree with him suing Ryan Garcia. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't agree with none of that. But at the same time, Ryan Garcia should have that label as a cheater. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. He should have it. But that's not the reason why he beat Devin Haney. I did a video where Bill Haney was talking about, it made Ryan Garcia punch harder and have more endurance. Bro, everybody that came out and sat there and said the same thing. Ryan Garcia looked like trash in that fight. Right? Ryan Garcia is naturally a power puncher. That's just what it is. He looked like trash. He looked gassed. He looked out of shape. He didn't look spectacular in that fight. It's just Devin Haney came with a poor game plan, and his chin ain't set up like that. And once you know you have deficiencies as a fighter, you have to fight in a manner to where you could cover up those deficiencies. Devin Haney didn't do that. Devin Haney said, Tank stopped you, right? Tank made you quit, so I can make you quit. And that wasn't the case. You get what I mean? Devin Haney bit off more than he could chew. I'm not sitting here saying he shouldn't have fought Ryan. What I'm sitting here saying is he should have fought smart against Ryan. You could have just outpointed him and beat him and sent him on his way. That's what's wrong with these young fighters. They compare themselves too much. Tank not comparing himself to nobody because he the head guy. He know he that dude. But I'm just saying all these young fighters, they looking at Tank And they either trying to talk like him, right, Shakur, or they trying to fight like him, Devin. See, they looked at Ryan Garcia quitting against Gervonta Tank Davis, and they sat there and said, we can make him do the same thing. Look how Bill Haney was talking. Look how Devin was talking. We know if you've quit before. We seen you quit against Gervonta Tank Davis. So we know you got quit in you, right? What was Bill Haney telling Devin to do? Hey, you gonna go in there and you gonna, I'm sending you in there, I'm sending you on a mission to commit a murder. That's what he was telling Devin Haney to do, right? So Devin Haney, listening to his dad, went in there, did exactly what his dad told him to do, and Devin got blitzed, okay? We not gonna sit here and ignore the facts, okay? I get it. Bill is upset, about the whole thing. He should be upset that Ryan had something in his system. He a grown man. He has every right to be upset, but that's not the reason why Devin performed how he performed. Devin Haney performed how he performed, and he lost that fight because of the fact that the game plan was poor. And I need Bill Haney and them to stand on their 10 like men and just accept the fact that, hey, look, that game plan I had wasn't the right game plan for Devin on that night. You know what I mean? I wasn't on my game as a coach. And you know what I mean? And that's what it is. As men, we got to take accountability. You know what I'm saying? And I don't see no accountability being taken by the Haneys. It's just like they just pointing the finger at everybody else, and that's the problem. You know what I mean? When you do something wrong as a man, whether you win, lose, or draw, you got to be able to sit there and accept the fact that I could have did this better, and you have to admit that publicly. Bill can feel how he want to feel about Ryan. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I don't too much like Ryan. Right? He do a lot of antics. He lost me when he started saying that racist stuff. But the only thing I like about Ryan Garcia is he a Christian, I'm a Christian. He a believer, I'm a believer. Right? So that's the only thing I side off on. Other than that, all the other stuff he be doing, I don't too much care for it. You know what I'm saying? And once you start being racist, you lose me altogether. You know what I'm saying? I ain't, and my stance on the racist stuff is a lot of these dudes do that because they safe. They got black dudes around them that gave them the green light to basically say that stuff. And let me just throw this in here. If you are that black dude that's giving your white friend, your non-black friend, that green light to say, nigga and all this other stuff, make sure you let them know, hey, you only can talk like that around me. Because you get around somebody like me, I'm not tolerating that stuff. You know what I mean? I got non-black associates. You know what I mean? I got one partner that's white, and I consider him my friend. Solid in the mud. He know. You say anything racist, we fighting. That's what it is. I let that be perfectly known. We still gonna be cool afterwards, but we fighting. You know what I mean? So I just have to throw that little nugget in there, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because, Teofimo and Ryan, they got black friends and they feel like, oh, I can say what I want. Oh, okay. Yo, keep saying what you want. Somebody go get you. You know what I'm talking about? But to get back on topic, the game plan was not right. The game plan was bad. And I just need them to take accountability and be like, look, there's a lot of things we could have did better in the fight. You know what I'm saying? Because they're trying to put the focus primarily on Ryan. Well, Ryan cheated. That's like their go-to. Well, Ryan cheated. Okay, cool. We know that. But we need you to take responsibility and be like, hey, look, I probably should have had a better game plan for Devin. Right? Because we seen fighters go in there with guys who test positive for banned substances, and the fighter who was on something still lost. You know what I'm saying? Frank Martin versus that fake Muhammad Ali dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, that dude tested positive for a banned substance, but Frank Martin beat the doors off of that boy. You see what I'm saying? So all I'm saying at the end of the day, to keep it 1,000, is just like, you still gotta fight. It don't make them smarter. It don't make them faster. It don't make them anything. They still got to fight, bro. They still got to go in there and put their skills on display. You know? It don't think for you. It don't, make you make decisions. It don't do anything for you. It may, like I say, the stuff Ryan was on was mainly to help him get that weight off. That was it. Now, it's wrong at the end of the day. I'm not finna sit here and cap, make excuses. It's all wrong. But I need them to take accountability. Because it's like, you got Paulie Malignaggi sitting here saying the same thing I've been saying. What other YouTube content creators been saying. Now, I know there's some other YouTube content creators that, sit on there and, they side with Devin. If that's what they choose to do, that's what they choose to do. You know what I mean? I ain't got no side. I'm just speaking the truth in boxing. I don't pick sides. I speak the truth. You know what I'm talking about? So I'm seeing him analyze. I'm like, okay, cool. Yeah, Ryan was wrong. He was on something. All right, bet. But Devin, I need y'all to take accountability and be like, you know what? We probably should have had a better game plan. You know what I'm saying? And that's just all I'm saying. We probably should have had a better game plan going into the fight. Or Devin could have made an executive decision over his dad's game plan. You're the fighter. You got to go in there and fight. If you see, hey, boom, he clipped me and I'm doing a stanky leg, Dad, we need to come with something else. I think I'm going to look to box. I'm going to look to do this. This is what I'm going to look to do. You know what I'm saying? You Devin Haney, right? Y'all say Devin Haney the face of boxing. So you should be able to override your dad's decision and just basically be like, F it. Dad, I got to make an executive decision right now. That ain't working. So I'm going to try this. Floyd do it all the time. He may not tell his dad or his uncle, but you see him in the ring, he'll do something they not supposed. Look, when Floyd fought Pacquiao, his dad wanted him to go in there. He was like, man, put it on him, man. But Floyd knew, like, I can't sit there and fight aggressive with this dude. This dude fast. So I got to do a lot of feinting, right? Get him to commit, to throw a punch, and counter him. And that's what he did to Pacquiao. He couldn't get no slugfest with Pacquiao. Pacquiao would beat him. Right? So he knew, okay, I got to be smart. I'm going to look to box Pacquiao. I'm going to do a lot of feinting, throw feints at him, and then I'm going to work off of that. And that's what happened. You feel me? So I just think that, man, like, they need to take accountability, bro. You know? That's just what it is. I already know Bill Haney, man, that boy be on the internet, man. You know what I'm talking about? On Boss Channel, Boss ain't running for no smoke. Boss don't do all that talking and all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't with all that. I'm old school like a Pro Tool. You know what I'm talking about? Like, like, I don't, I've been seeing them, like, in people comment section going out. I don't do all that talking. You know what I'm saying? I don't do all that talking. I don't do nothing. I'm a man. Like, I operate as a man. And I just want Bill Haney and operate as men. Just take accountability and say, hey, and just because, we saying that don't mean we like, oh, Devin Haney suck. Nah, do I think Devin Haney need to take control of his career? I do. Devin Haney is allowing Bill to talk too much. You know what I mean? And I get it. He was dad, so dad wants to defend his son. But Devin Haney, 26, 27 years old. He's not 10 years old. He's not 8 years old. He's not 15 years old. He's 26, 27. He's been an undisputed champion before. You know what I'm saying? So he's been in this boxing game a while now. He has made a name for himself. It's time for dad to start being quiet. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Let's go.